I'm gonna do a prison style Mexican pizza from start to finish. I've been eating a lot in the last 2 days, but what I do is I'll work out for like 2 hours, and my workouts are prison workouts. So I do supersets, burpees, pull-ups, dips, squats. Like, I'm doing a real workout. I'm not doing, you know, a weak little lame workout. I'm doing a serious workout. And then I'll eat whatever I want because I'm just in the mood to eat. And then when I get done eating, I'll go and do an hour like walk, and then I'll go back in and do a bunch of burpees and the same exercise. So I burn off all the calories, you know. But so this is gonna be last time I made a Mexican pizza, it had like kind of like weak ingredients. Like, I didn't spice it up, you know. So today I'm gonna spice it up, and I'll show you all my ingredients. I found these chips. They're called Sietas, and so they're grain-free, gluten-free, non-GMO. The ingredients are cassava. That's like a root. No grains, no wheat. It screws up my stomach, and I can't eat gluten. So if you can, cool, but gluten is a protein that your body, like, it's fake stuff they put in the food to make it stick together. So these are gluten-free, dairy-free, grain-free, soy-free, vegan-free, and paleo. Cassava blend. Cassava's a root. I can eat that. You could even buy tortillas that are cassava. Cassava starch, and they're made with avocado oil. They're not made with like sunflower oil, canola oil. All the oils that they cook our food in are toxic. Olive oil is not toxic. Coconut flour, nutritional yeast, tomato powder, chia seeds, sea salt, citric acid, garlic powder, jalapeno powder, onion powder, serrano powder, and it contains coconuts. Again, it's called Sieta, made with avocado. So, I'm gonna crush it up. Get them all crushed up, and then instead of using refried beans, I'm going to use pinto beans. These are organic, and they're called Aunt Penny's organic pinto beans. And cook them up. I clean them off in water to get all the salt off of them. Then I'm going to use 3 avocados, organic. And then for my sour cream, I'm going to use non-GMO phage Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. This is a good ingredient to use instead of what the hell is it called? Sour cream. I love sour cream, but this works just as good. It tastes just as good, and it's a little bit better and easier to digest. I get the non-fat because the fat's hard for me to digest. I got stomach issues, so what are you gonna do? And then for the kicker is like your sauces, right? So for the kicker, I got this Sieta mild sauce, and this Sieta non-GMO, gluten-free, and the ingredients, like, it doesn't have a bunch of poisonous ingredients. So it's got diced tomatoes, tomato juice, crushed tomatoes, jalapeno, onions, garlic, sea salt, cilantro, lemon juice. And this is a good kicker, and it's easy on my stomach. So these are all the ingredients. I'm outside of my gym, and just, I don't even care if people see me and they're watching me anymore. I'm just not in the mood for dumb stuff. I'm doing my own thing. I don't bother nobody. I don't disrespect anybody. I don't, you know, like, I mind my own business. I help out anybody that needs help. And I say that because a lot of times I'll do stuff like this, like cook food, and I get embarrassed because people see me and it's like, why am I embarrassed? I'm not doing nothing wrong, you know. It's like, just leave me alone. So I'll cook this up and then I'll show you the end results. And when I get done with this, I'll have a full belly and I'll go for a 1 hour walk and then I'll go back in and work out again. And if you do that, you could pretty much eat anything you want. Like I could eat, like yesterday I ate a big old thing of ice cream, and you know, but I worked out like an hour and a half before, doing real exercises, like prison workouts, not, you know, laying bodybuilder exercises. And then after I ate, I you know, worked out again. And you can do that if you want to pig out. Like, some people use drugs, some people use alcohol. I eat when I get depressed or I'm just feeling down and out. And if I work out, I can eat anything I want. So I'll be right back with the finishing product. I'm going to put it all together. I mean, it's basically, the hardest thing is just making the beans, and then I'll mix all the ingredients in here, dump it in the bag, you know, mix it all up with the chips, and I'll spread it out, cut it open. I got a razor blade to cut the bag, and it's a Mexican pizza prison style. You know, we used to do that. We used to do that in a joint. So I'll be with you guys shortly. Thank you. All right, I think you're good. I'm gonna try to record it like this. So I got the beans cooked up. You want to get all the water out. You know, after you cook the beans. I ate half of this because last time I used the whole thing and it was too much. It was overpowering, you know. So you want to mix in your what the hell's this stuff called? Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. This is your sour cream. Mix it up. Mix it up nice and good. Then you want to take your avocado. This is a really healthy meal. And I said last time, but I'll say it again. You know, this is something you can make for your children at the park. And the cleanup is like nothing. And, you know, you could just make it on a table. And this is a good, hearty, healthy meal, you know. And you could add any kind of ingredient you want. Like if you wanted to mix some meat, you know, you could do anything you want. So mix in the avocado. Like you could, you know, cut up onions and I just get the salsa because it's got all that in there, you know what I mean? Like, so instead of cutting up a bunch of stuff, just get a salsa that's got all your kicker ingredients. You know, this is your kicker right here. And if it's for the little guys, you want to make sure you get salsa that's like not hot at all, you know. All right, so we'll mix that up. Oh shit. I'll put one. No, I'll just eat this. Alright. Now, the salsa. Like, say you don't want to put too much of just one thing because then it overpowers it, you know? So, mix in that salsa. Alright, so that's all mixed up, right? You could just dump this in the bag like I did last time, or you could just do this. So I took the chips, they're all smashed up, drop them in. Got all the chips in there. Like that, mix it up. Oop. Somebody's driving by staring at me like a weirdo. Whatever. Anyways, mix it up. And when I put this back in the bag, remember, like this bag, you want a bag that's like foil on the inside. You can't use like a plastic bag or whatever. And if you want, you could use Doritos, and it like, I mean, you could use really good tasting junk food. I just don't use that stuff because it has gluten and it hurts my stomach. But if you wanted to use Doritos and like junk food and cheese spread, like, I mean, you could really make yourself a meal that tastes pretty good. In prison, we would mix in tuna. If you're Jewish, in prison you get kosher, which I'm Jewish, and I would get kosher meals, and I would get onions. So we had like fresh onions, and we would use sriracha instead of, you know, this. We didn't get this in prison. So you could throw tuna in here, you could throw beef in here, you could throw hamburger meat, like, but this is how I like it, with the ingredients you saw. And like I said, this salsa this is the kicker, man. Anyways, okay, so it's all mixed up. Ugh. Now we're gonna take the bag. Oh, you gotta bear with me. Ugh. Throw it in the bag. But this is the healthy, you know, meal. And like I said, I could put some tuna in there or some, you know, but I'm good. This is good for me. That avocado. Ugh. So this is all the cleanup you'll have right here. All right. Now that you got in the bag, it's already mixed up. So what you want to do is fold it on top a little bit, lay it out. All right. So it's laid out. You got all that stuff in here mixed up. And the reason you don't want it real wet, and you got to kind of watch your ingredients, is because you want to shape a pizza, you know? All right, so we got it all smoothed out, right? Jim Rizzoli was asking where we got razor blades in prison. We would get razor blades from our shavers, like face shavers, you know? You would break them apart. And you can have a little razor blade, and if you wanted to make a nice weapon, I'm not going to show you because you're not supposed to show the outside world, you know, stuff you do in prison, like weapons and shit. But you can make a nice slashing weapon. Not that I recommend doing that, but if you needed a little bit of protection with 3 razor blades, you can make something that can get someone's attention, put it that way. Anyways, all right, so got it all smoothed out. All right, so we got all the ingredients, everything's all made up. I mean, this took me, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. All right, so all the ingredients are made up. I'm gonna take the razor blade, nice and easy. You don't want to cut all the way through to the other side. All right. Yeah. Okay, we got that. Bilety nahoj pizdец. Sorry, I'm cussing in Russian. All right, so you got it. You got the bag cut. You just take it, open it up. Yeah, de nahoj. Open it up. Yeah, and you got yourself bomb-ass Mexican pizza. You got the beans, you got the chips, good tasty chips. I'll take the siete salsa. You got your avocados, and like I said, you can add whatever you want to this, you know. And then I'll do this. Got some fucking guy watching me drive by. So yeah, you saw all those ingredients, right? So that is a Mexican pizza. It's healthy, and if you're eating it with somebody, you know, you just kind of cut down the middle and push your stuff over here, you know. And if you got your children with you, they can sit down with spoons and really have a go at it. But this is a basic Mexican pizza with all my favorite ingredients. And yeah, you could squirt cheese on here. You can do whatever you want. You could really make yourself a good meal. And then this is the cleanup. And you know, this is, take it, eat it. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my Mexican pizza. You guys have a good one. The Gypsy Fox over and out.